Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I hope you're all doing well. It's great to see you and Happy New Year and a late Merry Christmas. We say goodbye to 2023, which is kind of sad really because at least for me, 2023 was an amazing year. And I hope the year went well for you too, but if it didn't, we're in the new year now guys. Make some New Year's resolutions. I would love to hear it down in the comments below. Reflect on the good, the bad, what you're most proud of, the happiest moments from last year, even the bad moments from last year. Reflect on everything and just make resolutions, make goals for this year. You can do it. I believe in you, believe in yourself, your peers believe in you, your family believe in you. You got this. This year is your year. In this video, I'm going to ramble on about last year and why it affected me the way it did and why it's the best year of my life. And I'm also going to talk about this year and moving forward and the future of not only the channel, but for me as well. So if you want to sit here and listen to me ramble on for about half an hour, then I appreciate you so much. Get your snacks and drinks because this is going to be quite a long video. It's going to be chill, relaxed. Just put it on in the background if you want. Just do whatever. I'm just going to sit here and just ramble because it's what I'm good at. So we're going to start off right at the beginning of last year. And the first half of last year, January to May, June time, was the final bit of my A-levels. So A-levels is a 2-year course, and that was my exam revision period. And I had my exams in May and June. So January, February, March, April, those months was just packed full of revision because it was very important. If I didn't pass those A-levels, I wouldn't get my ticket to uni. So it was huge. There was a lot of stress on me. And for some reason, I didn't know why at the time, but I lost motivation completely. And I think it's because I deal with stress a very strange way. If I'm overwhelmed by things I need to do, I just stop doing it and just take a step back. I want to escape it and I go and do something else. So I just forget about it and just stray away from the stress. So that way I'm not stressed, which is the complete opposite of what you should do, by the way, okay? So do not take me as an example there, okay? I look back at that now and I'm very disappointed in myself. And I know for this university course that I'm on right now, I just finished my first semester. Spoilers, I did pass my exams, but I know I have to do better. But luckily I'm a lot more passionate about my uni course, which is marine biology, than what I did in A-levels, which was the 3 subjects, biology, chemistry and geography. So right now I'm at a very happy point in my life where I know I'm doing well. And what I took from the first half of last year was a big lesson of taking responsibility, being more independent. And that word really sums up last year as a whole, independence. And I think another word for last year will be experience. I think those 2 words, cover last year very nicely, experience and independence. And I'll go more into detail on that later on. But I lacked a lot of motivation, and without a certain someone, I would not have gotten through that first half of the year. And me getting through that first half of the year and passing those A-levels just made the second half of the year the best time of my life. And who do I have to thank for that? My mum. She has been the most amazing person, selfless, compassionate, strong. She's been there for me. And during my exams normally, she does love to help me on subjects like chemistry, anything science-wise or maths-wise. She loves to help me. But this time, she went all out. She could see that I was struggling in motivation. And she literally learnt the subjects and taught them to me to help me to revise. And without her doing that, I would not have passed my A-levels. And I look back at that now, and she should have not had to do that, She didn't have to, but she did. Like, no mom does that, and she did that, and I'm speechless about it. I should be the one revising, not her. It's my exams. But I failed myself, and I know I did. And I just know from now on, I have to take up more responsibility this year. I have to be more independent. I have to push myself forward, because I'm on my own in university now. I can't depend on anyone, that's not right. I have to push myself forward, because burdening people with my own troubles is one of my biggest fears, and I don't want to do that ever again. I love my mum from the bottom of my heart, and just thank you. And all I want to do now is experience things. I want to complete my degree, I want to travel the world, I want to see and help people, volunteer for the environment and people in need. I want to make my mum proud, I want to make my friends and family proud, I want to make my father proud up there. I want to do the best I can. And I'm in the best place I've ever been. And I'm just going to go for it. I got a lot of rocket fuel. I'm just going to try and blast off into the sunset this year. Going to use my fuel wisely, but I'm really going to try and do better. 2024 for me, the biggest thing I want to improve on is confidence. Confidence literally with everything. Now you might see me speaking on here as confident, but this is not me in real life. I'm a lot more shy and timid in real life, believe it or not. Things just don't come to me as easily in real life. Sometimes I feel pressured, sometimes get quite stressed under social situations. And when I get like that, I can't clear my head properly. I struggle on things to say. And when I try to speak, I just... you know what I mean? So the goal by the end of this year is to be able to be so much more confident to the point where I don't get pressured anymore. That I can speak to other people like I speak on here more clearly. I can be more relaxed and I can just feel like me. Because who I am on here, what I feel right now, I feel free. And that's partly why I love doing videos so much. Because it makes me feel free. I'm a very introverted person. And I want to become to the point where I'm in the middle of introverted and extroverted. Sort of best of both worlds, really. And just be able to get a point where I conquer a big fear of mine, and that is standing on a stage or in front of a big group of people and not be scared or nervous. Because on here, I'm never like that. Sometimes on here, I struggle on what to say as well because I speak too fast. My brain thinks faster than I speak. So I start to get everything out because I feel like I'm not going to remember it all, so I try and just blurt it out as fast as I can. But I want to stand on stage in front of people, even one-to-one with someone, a new acquaintance, for example, and speak to them like I speak on here, confident, without a worry in the world. That is my New Year's resolution. But moving past that now, I would love to hear your New Year resolutions down in the comments below. I would love to hear it. So back to the timeline of last year. At the end of A-levels, this was a huge time in my life. It was a very bittersweet time because the friends that I knew, some from primary school, people that I've been friends with for a long time, this was a time where we would separate out into our own lives. Some would go to uni, some would just focus on jobs, some would have a gap year, some would do apprenticeships, some would just chill. And going all these different places means that we're not going to see each other every day anymore. We're normally like this almost every single day because we're at school, and now we're only together back in the holidays or half terms, or if we live close to each other. For me, I don't live close to anyone. I'm at North Wales, far away from any of my friends, so it was a big time. Obviously, thank God for social media, we can still contact on there, but of course it's not the same. It's much better to meet in real life and have actual interactions with people. But that interaction, 5 days a week, and that interaction has lasted basically your whole life. It's a massive thing to then get used to being isolated from everyone else. Another huge thing is family. I have lived with my mum all my life, and now I've moved out. I'm living on my own. I mean, right now it's Christmas. Well, I'm still on the holidays. I have about 10 days left before I go back to uni. But I'm back home, as you can see, the nostalgia, the old background, the really old curtains that I've had since I moved here about 10 years ago. But it's huge to get used to. You miss your family, you miss your friends, you miss your home. But eventually, I know I will get very used to that. Being away from home, coming back at half terms and holidays. My brain will eventually get into that rhythm, into that clock, and it'll become a lot better. But right at the beginning of the summer holidays last year was very nice. I got to see loads of my family before going off to Thailand, which I'll go on to that in a second. First time abroad, which is insane. But I got to see a lot of my family, and most of my friends and I all met up for a camping trip, which was lovely. It was raining a lot, it was cold, but that's the fun thing about camping. How can you not have camping with all these fun events going on? It wouldn't be camping really if it wasn't like that. We were all in 3 separate cars. We were having walkie-talkies on the way there, just talking on it. It was just so much fun. The banter at the campsite, swimming in the cold sea. It was just so much fun. And hopefully we can do it again this year. Because one thing about uni, the summer holidays is a lot longer, which just makes it that much more exciting to get to there and just do things with your friends, do things with your family, if that's in the country or abroad. Just experience new things in that 3.5 months of summer holiday that, well, I personally have for my university term ending at the end of May, and then year 2 beginning in the middle of September. So yeah, very exciting stuff. And oh, I just remembered something massive that happened last year that I forgot to mention at the beginning of the video, and that is I became an adult. I turned 18 last year in January, and well, I'm 19 now actually, so I'm getting old. Turned 19, it's the 8th, I think. Yeah, it's the 8th today of the time of recording this. I don't know when you're going to see this, probably the 9th or the 10th or something. But I turned 19 on the 6th, and it just feels surreal. I'm an adult. That's crazy. That's still crazy to just, wrap my head around. Like right now, this is the last year of me being a teenager. Let that sink in for a second. I've been a teenager for a very long time, and this is the last year, and then I hit 20. I'm gonna start turning grey soon. I was going to make a birthday video this year, but I just decided to just mention it in this video because I think it's just better to put everything into this one long video for you guys to just chill and watch. But now, moving on to Thailand, and this is where the word experience, and independence, both come in massively. I go to Thailand. My first time abroad ever. If you don't count Scotland doesn't count. Scotland does not count. Thailand is like almost the other side of the world, and it's my first time abroad. And I went there to see my mum's side of the family. My mum didn't come with me. I went on the plane on my own. I've never been on a commercial airplane on my own, so going through security I've heard is stressful. I was like, but it wasn't too bad. It was much better than I thought it was going to be, and I'm so happy about that. I know what to do now if I'm in that situation, which now really de-stresses me on going abroad in the future. There was one stressful point though where I was trying to find my gate to board the flight to Thailand, and I saw on the big boards they have, Thailand gate closing, and I was stressed out because I didn't know where this gate was. I saw the arrows, but I was like, I swear if this gate is on the other side of the airport and it leaves before I get there, this is going to be the biggest disaster ever. But all was good. I got on the plane fine and I was very relaxed. The only thing that was stressing me out now was the actual takeoff. I did not know how that was going to feel. I didn't know if there was a lot of pressure here or anything like that. I had no clue. I literally spoke to the person next to me and was like, I've never been on a plane before. What does it feel like? Is it a lot of pressure here? Does it feel scary? Because I generally was freaking out. But she told me everything was fine and I had nothing to worry about. And that was another thing about this flight. It was about 14 hours, I think. I did a transit as well. So I took a flight to New Delhi in India, then I took another flight from there to Thailand. It's just cheaper that way. But I was like, how am I going to keep myself preoccupied on this flight? Just sleep? I mean, on car journeys, I normally sleep a lot, so I wasn't that concerned. But luckily, that person I talked to on the plane, I made friends with her, and we talked through basically the entire journey, which was just really nice. It passed time a lot better, and I made a new friend in the process. And it also helped my confidence as well. I managed to meet a stranger and talk to them throughout the entire flight. And I was actually quite proud of myself, really, because I didn't think I'll be able to do that, to be honest, but I managed to do it, which I was very happy about. On the plane, you have the screen in front of you that you can watch films on, that you can track the plane, where it's going, where, exactly where it is on the map. You see it slowly moving if you look closely. We had our own pillows, blankets, earphones. We had people coming in to massage our feet. No, we didn't really. It was like we were treated like royalty. I mean, the films kept me quite preoccupied, and I think I slept for about an hour. It wasn't long. When I landed though, and I saw my family for the first time, it was amazing. I mean, some of them have come over to England before, but most of them, and the majority, haven't. And just meeting them for the first time is a moment I'll never forget. They are the best family I could ever ask for. I can see the similarities between my mum and them, and the majority of them all live right next to each other, which is really nice. They're all one big family, all living so close to each other, seeing one another almost every day. It's just a really close family, and I love that. There was a lot of things in Thailand that I just noticed immediately that was different to England. Even on the car journey there, my uncle picked me up from the airport. It was about a 2-hour drive home, and I slept for a bit of the journey because I was very tired, and especially when I got back to the house, I was knocked out. But the place, compared to this country, is so different. It felt like the gravity was different. It was so weird. Like, I stepped out the car for the first time, and I was like, this first step, it'll be the farthest away from home I've ever been. Samwise Gamgee. but it just felt like I was heavier or something. It was probably just the air, the humidity of the air, and me being very tired as well made me feel very weird. Food there as well took a lot of time to get used to, even though it was so good. It was delicious, the variety and diversity of food. Oh, so much better than this country. My uncle on the way home took me to about 3 or 4 different places just to let me experience Thailand for the first time. I had a coconut, he took me to this restaurant place, and I remember I had Kway Teow, which is noodles in Thai. I haven't mastered the pronunciation of that, by the way, so don't laugh at me. I do want to learn Thai fluently in the next few years, and maybe I'll even document that. I would love to, that'd be great. But I remember there was a chicken's foot in the noodles as well. Like, you don't see that in Britain. Just the chicken's foot randomly just stuck in the noodles. It was quite fatty, but it was okay. But the noodles, lush. The seasoning is a lot more in Thailand. Almost to the point where you're like, whoa, because you're not used to it. Because, you know, even with my mum's food, I'm not used to that. She puts a lot of spices in, but in Thailand, wow. Like, the food was like, oh, wow. Also, my appetite went down a lot in Thailand, which was really annoying because all the food looked amazing, but I just wasn't hungry. And I searched it up and it was because of the heat. If you want to hear why scientifically, I'll briefly explain. So Thailand averages around 33-34 degrees Celsius compared to the UK, which in the summer is usually around 12 degrees maybe a bit more actually, like 16 degrees on average. But my body was not used to that heat, so all of a sudden I just cut to that heat. I just basically doubled the amount of degrees that my body has been used to for the past 18 years. So my body's constantly trying to cool down as much as possible, and the process of digesting food, the movement of your stomach, creates heat energy. And the body does not want any more heat than it already has from the environment. So my body just resorted to any fat reserves. If I have any, I'm very skinny. And digesting less, which basically means I'm not hungry as much, I don't eat as much. And it was quite funny because there's a lot of air conditioning, a lot of fans, there's fans everywhere. In the little coffee shop that my uncle owns, there's air conditioning. When I ate in there, I was a lot more hungry because it was cooler. That's the funny thing. So I knew the reason why I couldn't eat was definitely because of the heat. And I felt quite guilty as well because my family made such great meals every day. And, you know, meals in Thailand are a lot bigger as well. There's loads of dishes and I barely could eat any of it. And I just felt so guilty because I loved the food. I really loved it. But I just couldn't eat. It felt like my stomach had shrunk to the size of a pea. I don't know if I lost any weight by the end, probably. But when it comes to the environment, the culture, it was just so different. My family are Buddhists as well, which I do want to get into. I want to understand what it is to be a Buddhist. And before I sort of pledge myself to that religion, I want to understand it the best I can. I visited many temples. A monk even put this on for me for good luck. And ever since he put this on, things have been lining up for me so well in life that it's surreal, really. A monk gave me these books, which were about the Buddha. It was all in Thai though, so I can't read it until I learn Thai, which I think is a good motivation to learn Thai as well, to read the book so I can learn about the Buddha. So it's like a sort of snowball effect like that. And I'm just in a point in my life where I'm very open-minded to things. I want to experience so much, and I just want to find out more about the world, more about religion, and more about my family, spend more time with them, going to Thailand every year. I can't wait to go this year. Hopefully I can this year. But it was so different over there. Just seeing monkeys roaming around was just like, what? Like, imagine seeing monkeys roaming around just on the trees in England. Like, you'd be like, they've definitely escaped from the zoo or something. But in Thailand, it's completely normal. We visited loads of temples. Monkeys were just on the temples and around the place. They even grappled onto my leg at one point. Stole my uncle's wife's hairband. They literally jumped onto their head. I literally saw it happen and stole her hairband. I tried to grab it back. They were like, and I was like, oh, it's not a good idea. They're going to rip my eyes out. And what's worse, they might have rabies as well. You have to watch out for that, because I did not get the jab because they had a shortage, unfortunately. But it's just so amazing over there. If you want to hear more about Thailand, then there will be a Thailand vlog coming out later this year. I don't know when it's going to be. I'm not going to say any exact date whenever. I'm only going to say an exact date if it's completely finished, just because I want it to be the best thing I've ever made on my channel. You know, I want to be so proud of it. I want to put time and effort into it. I want to make sure it's the best. So I'm going to do that for you guys and for me and for my family. I'm going to show my family as well over in Thailand. I want to make it the best I can. But I filmed a lot in Thailand. I took many pictures. It's going to blend together sort of like a vlog, but sort of with my own style and quirk and twist to it. And yeah, it's just going to be about my month's time in a place of literal dreams. Hopefully my mum can come with me this year, Thailand. That'll be great, so she can see our family again. But after I got back from Thailand, yes, I was very sad about leaving, to say goodbye to all my family. They were just the best over there. Almost every day they would take me to a different place to let me experience this thing. I'm so grateful for that. So grateful. They put their time and effort into bringing me to see and experience things there that I never thought I would see anytime soon. And I'm just so grateful for that. But once I got back, I gave my mum a massive hug because I missed her so much. Because I don't think I've ever, until that point, spent a month away from home. It's the longest time I had ever spent in my entire life away from my mum. But 20 days after I got back, I went to uni. But before I talk about uni, I want to talk about my A-level result and how I felt between completing my exams and getting my results. So I got my results during my stay in Thailand. It was about halfway through. So I spent the entirety of August in Thailand, and I got my results about the 17th of August. And my mum gave me a ring. And at that point, she didn't know the results yet. But she checked the website, and it said that I had gotten to uni. And she said that, and she was so happy. And I was shocked. I was completely gobsmacked. Because in my mind, I had 100% convinced myself that I had failed and that I had to retake the year of A-levels of year 13. But I passed, and I could not believe it. My mum was crying on the other end. I was just so shocked and happy. I was so happy that she was relieved herself because she put so much work into me as well passing it, as I explained earlier, that she just felt so relieved, and that made me feel so happy that she was happy. It was one of the best moments of my life. And it was not just because I was happy to get into uni. It was mainly because I was happy to see my mum happy on the other side of the phone, because all that work had now paid off. And I had 100% convinced myself that I had to retake the year. From that point on, I didn't have to. I was like, I'm in uni. What is going on? I'm in university now. That is crazy. But I filmed a clip of myself just after the call with my mum when that happened on that day. And that will be in the vlog, so you will see that then. But I was in shock. I was gobsmacked. You will see, guys. So that was a huge step of independence and experience in Thailand. Oh yeah, on the way back from Thailand, I had another transit because it was cheaper to Frankfurt in Germany, and then I took another flight back to England. But because there was air traffic the day before, I think it was air traffic, so there was a lot of people stranded at the airport that night, had to sleep. So they were the main priority. So they got on the plane first. So the seats ran out. So there was no space for a lot of people. And one of those people were me. So I had to spend the night at the airport. I slept on the seats. Yes, they offered me a hotel, but I didn't take it because I didn't want the hassle of, risking being late again and missing the flight. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep at the airport right next to the gate where I need to go in the morning and get up in the morning ready to go so this doesn't happen again. But I think at the end of the day, it was a really good experience of something going wrong. So I can learn to handle something like that if one of those situations arises ever again. I know to stay calm and just think, okay, what's the best thing to do here? So I just slept at the airport. I mean, I could have just asked them, can I just have the toilet seat in the plane? Can I just sit on that on the way home? I mean, it's only an hour, maybe 2 hours from Germany to England. Toilet seat would be fine. Maybe the co-pilot seat can teach me how to fly, strap me to the floor, or even the wing of the plane. I just want to get back home. But no, it was a good experience to get stuck there and to just be patient about things, wait till the next morning, and all was good. Managed to get home fine. It was all good. Next up, university. The 20 days between Thailand and university was spent a lot with family and friends. It was just very busy, but it was a busy time where I really enjoyed it. Just catching up with everyone, them telling me about their trips, me telling them about my trip to Thailand. It was a great time. And then university hit. It's about a 5-6 hour drive from where I live to my university. And in university, I share a flat with 7 other people. So we share one kitchen and there's 7 rooms. Obviously, we have our own bedrooms and bathrooms, but we all share a kitchen. And I was scared to meet my flatmates, but luckily they're all amazing. They're so friendly, so nice. And in the first week, most of us got to know each other quite well. We played board games, just chatted. And that week, I felt so confident within myself for some reason. More confident than I have ever been. And I just think I love meeting new people. Even though I just get nervous, I love meeting new people, learning about the person. I love just seeing their background, what they're like, what their future ambitions are, what course they take, what their humour and style is like. It's just great because you never get the same person twice. Everyone's different. You always get different people. Every person you meet, they're always different in some kind of way, and it's just so interesting. I explored the university grounds, the city. They say it's a city. It does not feel like a city as well. It feels very spread out, like more like a spread out town or something. It's very rural. It's probably one of the most rural universities you will ever see, which is perfect for me and my personality because I've always dreaded living in a big city with loads of people. This is a city where it's more like a ghost town, and there's loads of green everywhere, loads of lovely nature walks, and there's so much to do. And for city folk, if they came to this university, they'll be like, there's nothing to do because they're so used to loads of things to do in their city back home. But because I'm from a village, a very rural place where I am now, to that university, I'm like, there's so much to do, you know? So it's like, whoa. You know, there's a literal shopping mall next to me. There's loads of nature walks, which, to be honest, we get here as well, but even better ones. There's loads of places where you can eat out. There's 2 clubs. I've never been clubbing before, and I went on Freshers Week, which, if you guys don't know, is the first week before lectures start, where students move into university and just experience the place and get to know each other. That's what Freshers Week is. And I went clubbing for the first time, and I thought I would hate it because I'm very introverted, but I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. And I would definitely go again. I've only gone once, but I would definitely go again. It's just such a beautiful place. We have the coastline next to us. We have a nice pier. We have mountains. We have castles. So much history behind the place as well. People are so friendly. The air is so clean. It's just a perfect place for me. I got to know so many great people there. One of which is my girlfriend, who I met there, who is also taking the same course as me. Like, how crazy of a coincidence is that? And she's amazing. Love her to bits. Next, the course started the next week after Freshers, and I find the course so much better than A-levels. Marine biology, I feel so much more passionate about it. The lectures, there's so many more people in the lectures, but at the same time it feels more chill, which doesn't make much sense because the more people there are normally means the less chill it is, but it almost feels like more relaxed, chill environment than a classroom, which I was just so used to in school. Most of the lecturers are good. Some of the lecturers, though, are just amazing. They just nail it for me, and I just understand their way of teaching so well. While some lecturers, on the other hand, don't teach that well, at least for me. Everyone takes in information different ways, and each lecturer has their own way of teaching. But I love lecturers that give demonstrations in front of them, and also has funny quips, and also gets things from their life that is relevant to the topic, and stories that we, the audience, can relate to. That just makes it so much more convincing and engaging to listen to. But yeah, my course is great. I had my first massive online exam today. It's very chill. Like, there's barely any assignments. I had one presentation and the rest just online tests. I had a couple of other little assignments here and there, but it's been very relaxed and chill, and I expect that to change from here on out. So I'm just, preparing myself. But it's been very chill and relaxed, to the point where I'm actually quite surprised how chill and relaxed it is. But the online test today that I did went pretty well. I don't know the mark I got yet, but I'm quite confident I did pretty well. So, fingers crossed. But I feel a lot more passionate, and that's the main thing. And just got to push for it. Got to push for my goals. Also in the university, they have so many societies. Like, they have a list, right? They have underwater hockey, which I've tried. They have underwater hockey. Like, if they have that, they must have everything else, right? And they literally do. They have so many. And I've done underwater hockey, climbing, scouts. I mainly go to the Ocean Society. Underwater hockey was just so interesting. You have flippers, you have the snorkel, and it's literally hockey underwater. It's as self-explanatory as that. And I stopped it for a while, but next semester, when I return to uni, I'm going to continue doing that. Same as climbing. I only did that once, but it was the first time where I wasn't scared of climbing. There was one time in that entire 1.5 hour where I felt scared. And I said to myself when I got scared, you have a harness, you are protected, and I overcame that fear in 5 seconds. And I want to keep doing that because I've always been scared of heights my entire life. And I want to get to a point where instead of hating heights, I want to love them. I want to love the adrenaline rush. I want to love going up there. I want to get to a point where I can skydive. I mean, not only that, my dad did it. And he was fearless. He wasn't scared of heights at all. And I want to experience what he's experienced as well. I just want to see what it's like. Skydiving is just so like, whoa, so scary. But I want to do it one day. And I feel like this is a good start to get baby steps to get there eventually, just to overcome that fear slowly. Also, I did Scouts a couple times. I've done Scouts for my entire life. Beavers, Cubs, Scouts, then Explorers, then I did Young Leaders, and now I was a leader for a bit before going off to uni. But I went to Scouts a couple times in university, and it was great. It was just like the old days, tying knots, doing activities, just had the right vibe, you know. The right vibe, the right feeling that Scouts has always given me. And yes, the people there might be new people I don't recognise, but that's the fun in it. Experiencing new things, getting to know new people, it just makes it even better. And then the Ocean Society, which me and my girlfriend go to every single week, and they have a talk every Thursday, and they have events going on every single week. They also have litter pickups, like volunteering events, and it's just very exciting to just go on their Instagram page and like, oh, there's a new event, let's sign up for that. Let's do it. You know, it's just so exciting to just keep up to date, keep track of that, and to just see new events coming forward, go to them and experience it. And the society really works well with the course I'm doing, which is marine biology. And I feel like the Ocean Society has boosted the passion for marine biology even more so. So it's been great. The first semester in university has been wonderful. And next semester, I want to have a better weekly routine. I want to go to more societies, experience more things, be more confident within myself, and just push for the absolute best. And yeah, guys, I hope your Christmas went well. I hope you had a good New Year's. I had a really good Christmas. I met my girlfriend's family for the first time. She came over here and met my family for the first time. It's been a great start to 2024 as well. I do feel pumped and ready for the year to come. During uni as well, we had a little half term, so I saw my mum every month and a half also when I came back home for a week, and then the Christmas holiday started. So all in all, it's not that long away from home each time. And I think very soon my brain will get very used to that. I think another year's resolution for me is replying better to people on message and social media, because I've been very distant on social media recently, especially for this past year, maybe year and a half, and I need to get better at replying to people because it's been something I've needed to work on for a long time, and I've just distanced myself from social media just because I don't really know the reason why, to be honest. Too lazy, and that's something I need to do better. I have no excuse for that really. No excuses. Just need to be less lazy, and talk to people more, be more sociable. It'll be a good thing as well to boost my confidence, because I used to be so much better at applying to people back in the day, like 2020, 2021, and I've just got so much worse since then, so I'm going to try and to get back up to standard. But I called my mum a lot in uni just to see if she's okay, if my family's okay, if the cat's okay, Tarmac, all these things. It's very important. It's very important to keep in touch with the people you love and the people who love you. Also, in terms of video making, last year, 2023, was probably the best year I've ever had. And I had a lot of fun making videos this past year. A lot of proud projects like my Star Wars edit, a lot of advice videos I'm proud of, especially the Control Yourself one, and the Step Out Your Comfort Zone got a lot of positive feedback. The Half a Heart video took ages to edit and it paid off so well. Quantity over quality I did in the summer of 2 months of uploading every single day was a really big challenge, but it really paid off and I had so much fun with it. It brought me back to the old days. And just to make videos with barely any cuts in, just genuine commentary, record for 20 minutes, stop and upload, brought me back to the old times when everyone had a longer attention span. Do You Eat or Drink Honey was a video at around the start of the year, which I was very proud of. A lot of Thailand montages, Clone Wars montages, my first ever live stream, a lot more YouTube shorts. I'm proud of everything this year and I had a jolly ride. So yeah guys, as for the channel moving forward next year, I have a lot of plans, a lot of video ideas. At university I have like a whole list, which mostly I've forgotten right now from the top of my head, so it's going to be a surprise for you guys. It's probably better that way anyway, to leave all the videos a surprise, because I'm going to say right now that there is no schedule this year with videos. I'm going to try and upload as much as I can, but I have to make studying my course in university my main priority. And then videos will be a side hobby, and I'm just not going to be consistent in uploading. I'm not going to have any schedule. There'll be uploads randomly when I want them to be. Also, I've always edited my videos myself, but this year I might have some new editors, which is really exciting. My friend Evelyn has always supported me for the longest I can remember,
and they want to help and be a part of editing my videos, which is just so exciting. I can't wait to send them some clips and for them to put them together.
And the videos will either be quality or quantity. It will be a mix mash of both. And the variety of my video is just going to be the same. I've always stuck with a very weird format of making every video different because I just love making all sorts of different kinds of content. You know, reactions, reviews, and then we have skits, gameplay videos, talks, you know, random weird videos, quirky Vsauce videos. I just love making random videos. That's always what I've loved doing. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I'm good at. And I have no plans on making money from YouTube, ever. I don't care about the views. I just love just making videos. Even me watching them back myself, it's just so rewarding. And just commentating boosts my confidence. Editing, I just love doing it and just seeing the final product in front of me. And just getting the most little bit of feedback from you guys, it just makes my day. I'm going to keep making videos. It's my main hobby. I'm going to keep doing it. I love it so much. I love you guys, and there's some great videos to come. One definite thing I can say for sure is the Thailand vlog will be this year. I don't know when, but it will be this year, and it will be the best video I will have ever made on my entire YouTube channel since 2016. Crazy, I've been doing YouTube for a long time now. But I have a lot of exciting things to come, a lot of collabs. It's gonna be good, guys. As for live streams as well, I've got a webcam now, so the reason I haven't been live streaming these last couple of months, I was going to do it every couple of weeks or so, but I had a laptop back then, but that was my mum's. I was borrowing it from my mum's for university work, and that had an installed webcam, so I could live stream. But on the half-term week back I had, at around the end of October, I had to give the laptop back to her, and now I have my Mac, which is just the monitor and doesn't have an installed webcam, and I could still live stream, but you can just hear my voice and it won't be as personal or genuine. I would like to just have my face here. It would just keep your attention a lot more as well and just make it more in person as I possibly could, instead of just like a black screen or just like gameplay in the background. It just wouldn't be exciting for a live stream. But I've got a webcam now. It's only 720p quality, but I think for a live stream that will be okay. I do plan on getting a better one in the future, but for now it will have to do. And I can't wait to do live streams because that one time when I did the live stream was just so good. It was so good to finally interact with you guys in the chat, just get feedback from you. It's a great way to build confidence for me too because it's actually live. I'm not editing it, I'm not cutting things out. It's a great way for that too, so I can't wait to live stream and talk to you guys on there. Also, I've got Minecraft Java now, so I'm going to start making videos on that soon. With Minecraft mods and everything. Oh, it's a dream come true. I've loved playing mods with my friend these last couple of weeks in the holidays, and it's just like the good old days when I used to watch Minecraft YouTubers play mods, and I'm experiencing Minecraft Java and mods for the first time, and I've been playing that game for like 10 years, 9-10 years, so it's just a dream come true really, and there'll be videos on that, and even maybe live streams on that too, because I have a webcam now. I've just got to figure out how to do live streams with gameplay in the background and a face cam and everything. We'll have to see. It's going to be a good year, guys, for me, for YouTube. I have positive feelings about this year, and yeah, we'll see how it all goes. Also, I couldn't live stream on my phone or tablet either because it just wouldn't let me. I have to live stream on a computer, or I have to have at least 1,000 subscribers to live stream on my phone, which is quite annoying. But I would have live streamed on my phone. But it doesn't matter now, that's in the past. I've got a webcam now, we can do it. But if you got to the end of this video, then well done. You've listened to me rambled for I don't even know how long now. I'm rambling for like an hour and a half, but it's probably going to be cut down to about an hour. But yeah, it's been a long video, but it's been great to chat to you guys. Comment whatever you want down in the comments below. Just, you know, obviously keep it appropriate, keep it polite, as you guys normally do. I don't know why I'm saying that. You guys always keep it polite and appropriate and go above and beyond and even make it inspirational, and just the support is crazy. Thank you so much, guys. But as I said at the beginning of the video, put your New Year's resolutions in the comments below. The good, the bad, what you're most proud of from last year, the happiest moments, the moments you're not so proud of that you want to improve on this year, and just reflect on all of that and look forward to the new year 2024. Also guys, the Ravent Rewind 2023 will be out in the next few days, so stay tuned for that. I love you guys, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!